Almost Live follows the real-life adventures of author, researcher, and survivalist Thomas Marcum. This show is presented in a raw footage format.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Almost Live. Today I'm in an area where we set the game cam, where the game cam picture of Bigfoot came from. My plan today is to explore a little bit more. I'm going to check that game cam and see if, make sure the batteries are still good. I brought an extra one just in case. I may switch out the SD card at the very least, and I'm going to explore a little bit because, as you probably know, last time I was in here we got the wood knock and some other things. So I'm going to explore today. Of course, like normal, I'm by myself. I took some extra precaution, of course, because I plan on staying out longer today. Anytime you're by yourself, the bugs are bad. Anytime you're by yourself, you got to take extra precaution. Of course, I've got a way to make a fire. I've got my cell phone. I brought a solar-powered battery pack, which, if something was to happen, I was to get hurt, I can lay it in the sun, hit a charge up. I can charge my phone back up, which there's no signal in this part of the area where I'm at, so spider webs and bugs are bad. But I'm gonna head on toward the game cam, see what I can find, and of course I'll film anything that I find interesting or unusual. All right, 10-4. I'm here at the camera and the camera is dead, so what I'm gonna do, maybe it's dead, let's see. Maybe it's not. I'm gonna check it anyway. I thought it was dead, but I'm gonna check it and see if it is. If it is, I'll swap it out. If not, I won't worry about it. Okay guys, that camera was dead, no battery life in it, so I put up another one. I'm gonna actually throw an apple out here. I put it in this tree, and then we'll move on down and look, see if we can find any tracks or anything like that. But I had a feeling that those batteries probably wouldn't last long, so I'm gonna go ahead and look around some more. All right guys, last time I was in here and we had the wood knock. The wood knock came from somewhere right in through here. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of scouting around, see if I see anything that's unusual. I mean, we got these twists here and things that could be natural. We're in a good area here for tracks. Of course, it has rained since I've been in here. And the reason I made such a quick trip back into this area was because we had activity last time, and the fact that the next several days is supposed to be pretty, and then after that we're supposed to have like a week of rain. And I also considered that the batteries on the game cam might have went dead, so I wanted to come and check that as well. Now see, this ground's real soft in here. Why can't a Bigfoot ever walk through this? But I have found them in this creek here, this little stream before, so I see where some deers went through here. Make big old holes. But I'm going to continue to look around and see what we can find. One thing about it, if you don't get out and look, you're not going to find anything, that's for sure. But I'm going to look around a little bit, maybe explore down this way and across that creek and see what we can find. I've had luck in the past down that way. All right. I'm not sure if we filmed this last time, but this is a tree break. Could have been done by a deer or bear or something like that. But definitely worth filming. Maybe we can go over this way and check out something. Looks like we've had some bunch of brush or something in here. All right, I noticed this too. This is a fresh break. That's about 6 foot off the ground. I don't know. I don't see where anything would have hit it. Stepping through and see here. Ouch. There's no tracks in this particular area. Some people might find these little stick structures peeling. I don't know much about them. I found some this size, and I found some that's much bigger. But that's slightly interesting. I'm not sure if we filmed that last episode or not, but I don't think we filmed that tree break because it looks pretty fresh. So let's go on back this way. See if we can find anything, maybe. I know this general area right here is where that tree knot came from. It wasn't that far from me. So I want to poke around a little bit more, see what we can find. It's supposed to be really hot today. It's supposed to get up like in the 90s. And what gets you is the humidity, man. The humidity's so bad. But I want to keep poking around. Maybe we can find something here. Okay, I come down to this creek bed to look for tracks and things. Of course, you see it's real rocky. But I looked around in here. Of course, it's where it's rained. It has to be really fresh. So I think I'll go right on down. I think I'll go up and around that way and check. And go down through there. As you can see, at some point, a big windstorm come through and tore this tree out. It's a hemlock. A lot of people like to build with hemlock. I think looks like it's going to hold, so I think I'll go under this and around. And it's not recommended that you go under a deadfall. Ouch. But it appears to be pretty stable, so. But it only takes a second for it to fall and smush you. So we're going to go up this way, I guess, and around. It's been a while since I've been on this side. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be so swampy through here, you really couldn't get through it. I mean, I'm talking about quicksand swamp that would kill you. You could never get out. I'm gonna go right around this pile and go down here and check, so I'll just, ouch, briars. I just let the camera run, so. Ouch. Man, them briars feel real good. Here we go. And in the days gone by, me and one of our team members in the crypto crew, Jason Morris, we found some interesting Bigfoot stuff down this way. So we are going to check it out today. I am. And see what we got. And I found a handprint one time in the mud in this little creek. I know one thing, the bugs are terrible. Well, I may have to go up and around. I don't want to wade a whole lot of deep water. I'll cut this phone off. I'm gonna go up and around this mess. I was right through there, so I'm wanting to go. So, all right, I made it to the other side. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a ton of deer tracks through here, and I also found one coyote track and a bear track, or what I thought was a bear track. But I have explored this area for many years now, probably about 5 or 6 years. And from time to time, you always find Bigfoot related stuff. And I've had several personal experiences in here with Bigfoot. So maybe today will be another one of those days. I am going to cut this phone off and head right around that way and see what I can find. All right, guys, this is old, but it is a tree break, and whatever did it spun it around and pinned it over here behind these other little limbs on this tree. That's real tall. That's probably 7 foot tall, maybe 8 foot, probably 8 foot tall. So I don't know exactly what might have done that, but I got kind of an idea. It's unusual for the wind to twist one or two limbs and flip it back behind another like that. I see a dead limb hanging there. It's been split out from the top, looks like. Man, them bugs are killer. But I'm gonna keep looking around. Maybe we'll find something more interesting. I've explored this area up and around and through here today. It's really starting to get pretty hot. I checked this area here for some tracks. I seen some deer tracks, of course, and I seen one I thought might have been a bear track. But this ground is a little harder than really what you think. Of course, you get up in there, it's a little softer, which I did check there too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to maybe filter back toward my truck. We've actually not found a whole lot of stuff today. And I was really hoping, and I really thought that I might be able to find a track today just because we had the activity in here with the tree knock and stuff last time. But I even thought about bringing some extra plaster in my backpack. Well, since I've not found any tracks, boy, I'm glad I didn't do that. That's just extra weight. But, I don't know what that is. There's some kind of track down there, but possibly a bear or something. I don't know, weird looking. But I'm gonna explore back this way and see if I can find something else, sort of explore back toward the truck. But today's trip was not wasted because we got a game cam that was dead, and we replaced it with one that will work, so that's good. Well, I'm gonna head back this way and see what we can find. I thought I'd show you this. Let me get this stick out of the way. That's an old turtle shell. Something has killed him and ate him. Usually when you see them like that upside down, it's where a fox or something like that's killed it and ate it. But we'll ease on over this way, maybe we'll find something else. There's a real pretty sight. Mushrooms on the side of that tree. Stair step, that way you can get up and down them, I guess somebody can, or squirrel or whatever. Not really, because they won't support any weight, mount anything. But ain't that awesome? This tree is actually, that's the top of it, it's been blew over. Yeah. Okay, I'm about killed. That's about I don't know what grade, how steep it is as far as grade wise, but all you can see is ground when you're coming up it. So I'm gonna head back this way a little bit. Oh. Okay, guys, I know this episode may not have been overly exciting, but we still haven't seen what's on the game cam. The game cam batteries were dead. I changed that game cam from one I had about half battery life, so it should be fine. I was really hoping to find some tracks today, but I didn't. It's like, I wished I got an earlier start. It's gonna be like in the 90s today, and the humidity is just through the roof. As you can see, I took off my long sleeve shirt, and I'm soaking wet, but I wear the long sleeve shirt when I'm out in the mountains. That comes from the days I used to log. When I first started logging, I would just wear a t-shirt or whatever because it's so hot. But hooking up the logs and things like that. The way we did it, you had to touch the logs with your hand quite a bit. So I started getting poison ivy. And what I started to do, I started wearing the long sleeve shirts when I was working to keep from getting poison ivy. And over time, I got used to that. And it's also good to make sure you keep some of the ticks off and spider. I always get spider bit or fly bit. But like I say, this episode may not be too exciting. But every day, Bigfooting is not filled with evidence. It's not filled with interactions. Some days you go out and you don't find a whole lot. That's just the way it is. But I still enjoy being out. And the worst case scenario, I like to use hiking and Bigfooting and things like that for exercise. We do have some gyms and stuff like that around here, but they're like 40-minute drive away. So why would I want to go pay a gym fee when I can go out and hit the mountains and get a super good workout, sweat real hard, and hopefully it provides even better health benefits because you're out in nature. And plus, you never know what you might see. But after I get home, I'll look at these game cam, see what's on this game cam, and if it's anything exciting, maybe that'll pick up the episode. But we'll see. But you guys be good. I love yous. And be good to one another. See you.